you know you're in trouble at the coffee shop and you're like, can I get 3 cortados? And they just like stare at you for a little while.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
They're like,
Probably not the place to buy coffee.
Cool. And then they use the sun.
Rock needed a coffee this morning.
What's happening, boy?
But before we get to that, because that's hilarious. I want to know about your ghost. Do you know how many people ask me? So
Ghost
what's the
updates.
story with this ghost? What's the story with those ghosts?
Ghost update week 3.
Yeah, dude, like
Little
it's
vlog.
it's been reasonably chilled actually. There's just like a spot now where like when my son can go full tilt, put him on like his changing mat, and he just like stares at this piece of wall, and then he just like follows something for a little while, and then it's gone. I'm like,
Did you inherit any pieces of furniture
keeping
from
him
the previous
quiet.
owners?
Plenty, dude, plenty. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to like act like nothing's happening. Even last night there was like this noise. Me and my wife both looked at each other. What was that? And then our power went off. I was like, okay.
Did you see the video I sent you with that?
They didn't load shed us last night.
Hey, bro, don't mention that. Just leave it alone. Let it be.
I know, but normally, aren't we on the same grid?
I don't know.
You know what
man.
it feels like when you don't get load shedded? It feels like, you know, when you're in the
It's like
car and your parents like, you know what, you're getting a holiday when you get home.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, hopefully they forget. And then they forget.
Well, it was meant
then
to
you're
be-
like, well,
It was meant to be load shedded at like 10 o'clock. And then, so you know, you have to like,
Didn't they suspend it though? Oh, dude, I don't know.
they suspended and it started again
It's
at
a
5,
joke.
right?
It's a joke.
So I turn off all the lights because the worst thing is like to go to sleep and then the power
And
comes
everything
on
comes
and
back on.
everything turns on.
It's awesome.
So I turn everything off and I'm waiting. Like 10 o'clock comes, 10 past 10, 20 past 10, 5%. No, like sit back up in the bed, got my laptop out.
Yeah, dude. So, Rock, what happened, bro? We started a bit late on this frosty ass Monday. What happened, bro? I believe there was an incident downstairs.
well, yeah, so started the morning with
Because you looked a bit teary-eyed when you came up the escalator.
just some photos not going 100%. And then I drove into a pillar downstairs.
I'm standing there with my
Hate it
son.
when those pillars
I'm
jump out
standing
of
there
nowhere.
with Cal, and I'm like, "Hey, there's Uncle Rourke." And then as I say that, Rourke goes. I was like, "Oof." Then I walk up to it. It's like you got luminous green paint across your bumper.
I looked up to wave at Kale, and then
He's like, "Don't worry, Tanner's one was way worse on the same spot, so I'm alright."
What was it? The white car? Aish.
it'll buff out.
Dude, I'll make you feel better. I've got a good
looking like this at the moment.
I've got a good story for you, Rourke. We used to have a place at the Val, like this little, like 2-bedroom at the Val. And my dad bought this, like a Sea-Doo boat, but it was it was like a rubber duck, but the middle console where you sat was like a jet ski to steer the boat. Like it was a concept. So like we bought it from the dude because they weren't sure if they were going to release him or whatever. But it was a concept. But the boats had a problem. Like sometimes, like when you would turn left, the steering would just disappear. It like wouldn't turn.
Sure.
So you had to like kick it right. It would like click almost, and then you would come back, like turn, and the steering would kick in again. So we were at the Val, like cruising around, like just mucking around, like Oaks on the knee board and stuff. And like some of my mates were chilling like on the jetty, and they had met like 3 or 4 chicks or whatever. But that boat was badass, dude. Like it couldn't flip or anything. It was hardcore. Like we tested it. Like even in the sea, like it was very hard to flip that thing. So you could like spray like a jet ski, you know. So in my head, I was gonna loop around like full tilt with this boat and just spray everybody nut on that jetty. So I came around. My mate got off the kneeboard and I went back around and came like flying towards the jetty. Sprayed everybody. Came back and wanted to spray again, and the left steering disappeared.
Oh,
and I ramped that thing up the jetty, my man. Bang!
Oh man!
So I was like,
was it a timber jetty?
No,
concrete.
So I was like,
the jetty was alright.
Bro, my one mate in the front was so doof. He tried to put his foot out to stop. His ankle was never the same. But like then I was like panicking, but I was like, okay, cool, everything. I mean, like obviously we hit this thing's probably scratched, but it's cool. Get this boat back in the water, and like we all like just like chilling there. Like everyone's like, you're such a doer. So I'm like, yeah, it happens, guys, don't stress. And the next thing I just see this boat start like getting lower in the water.
Oh no!
Pull it out, there's like this giant gash. I was just like, oh my word.
Shit.
And then that whole weekend was
definitely Trump's Rourke driving into the pillar downstairs.
dude, that whole week was such a disaster. We were like cooked a chicken on the braai, got too drunk, Never happened. Chucked it in the oven, left the oven on that. The glass, the safety glass in the oven exploded. Dude, and like, this house was like, it was very chill. Like, the last thing my mom said to me was like, just please don't break my glasses, like drinking glasses. She had like some whatever glasses there. As soon as that happens, the one dude goes to get a glass and the whole like glass cabinet just collapses. So obviously the maid had cleaned it, she had broken the one side piece. You know, like it's like a triangular piece of glass, like a shelf, and it's got those things that it balances on. That thing was out, so she'd obviously place the glasses like to balance the shelf, and we took the wrong glass and the whole thing just came tumbling down.
Man. Your mother must have hated you guys.
Sunday I was like, Dad, we crashed the boat. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, and all the glasses are broken. And we might have set the glass on fire for a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
So things happen, boy. It's the moral of the story.
At least hopefully Rourke learns from his lesson from downstairs. It seems like you guys didn't learn from like the first incident to the second incident.
Bro. Yeah, no. That was a good time though. It was a very good time. Oh, what a crazy ass Monday, hey?
Yeah, dude.
Damn Floyd Mayweather versus that other paw.
That was peculiar, right?
I was just watching some highlights this morning. All I saw was Mayweather just whooping this guy on the nose. Like, whoop.
Everyone's like, oh, Mayweather lost because he didn't knock him out. I'm like, Mayweather is 497,000 years old.
And he just banked like 100 million.
Yeah, he weighs like 60 kilos against a juiced up YouTuber.
Yeah, so that looks bodied up properly.
It's massive, bro.
Jeez, like it.
And that guy couldn't knock him out. I'm like, dude, of course he couldn't knock him out. Like, when last did you see Floyd Mayweather knock anybody out?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
That was a very peculiar...
This shit is killing me, dude. Like, I just want it to be over.
These circus fights.
It's not stopping anytime soon by the looks of things.
I just want it to be over. I don't look, let me make this clear. I don't mind the fights. Whatever. Cool. It amazes me that Showtime brought into something like this. I mean, it obviously does numbers, which is business for everybody. I don't mind the fights themselves. What drives me nuts is all the other shit happening around it. Like people trying to like justify, people trying to talk about XYZ and all of these like sideline commentators, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, dude, firstly, who cares? Like, just calm down. Like, let them do their thing. It doesn't mean anything. But the big thing that's happening here is the money. And that's what everybody's talking about.
Yes, I'll do it for that money.
So a lot of fighters are now like, if I can make enough noise.
It's like the Bellator syndrome, right? Everyone's like, I'll move to Bellator to make more money. Yeah. But if you didn't make a name for yourself in the UFC or in combat sports somewhere else, like those fights don't exist at all.
Exactly.
And it's like Corey Anderson and Ryan Bader, they only make so much money because of what they did in the UFC and they had that platform to get there. So like, this isn't even like a realistic career for anyone to like try and get one of these big money fights because you need a whole career that leads up to this career. Yeah,
and you also have to be a UFC has-been or a fighting has-been.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you're not going to see like fucking Israel Adesanya fighting Jake Paul. It's just not going to happen.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the only way this ends is if we get like a run of dudes just knocking these YouTubers out.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing you have to give Jake Paul credit for is that he actually has professional fights. Like those are actual sanctioned fights that have a result.
Logan Paul's got one. His own one against KSI, that other YouTuber.
Yeah, but that's all right when it's two amateur-ass fighters fighting each other.
So now he's 0-1-1. Is that right? Well, but this was exhibition, so it's not really like...
Yeah, this doesn't go into your record.
Apparently, they were both declared winners at the end.
It was a draw, wasn't it?
Boxing won.
Boxing. I'm going to try and find some.
And then the next one we have to look forward to is old Jake Paul versus T-Wood.
You know what's funny? Everyone was like, with Ben Askren, they're like, the whole like MMA community was like, do it for us, Ben. And now it's T-Wood, and it was just like, fuck, I'm too scared to say anything.
You know what the scary thing is? That Tyron Woodley is chinny. So like...
Yeah, but he'll also... you can also lay a proper beating on you though, bro.
I can't believe we have to talk about this stuff.
Tyron Woodley in his prime was super scary, dude, bro.
Didn't he knock out...
Remember when he kicked Carlos Condit's knee off, bro? Doop. And then Carlos, I was injured, yeah.
What was it? Josh Koscheck, bro?
Tyron Woodley fucking kicked your knee fucking broken, bro. That's what happened.
Oh, here we go. This Oak, Logan. Look at the size difference of these guys. Bro. Like boxing would never allow this, but like this, Logan Paul doesn't like getting hit. See, every time he gets tagged, he clinches up. There's another sequence that they showed, like he gets tagged and he just clinches up straight away.
I'd love to see the fight metric stats in this fight.
Bro, so did you see
I've
the,
checked
look at
this
this.
flurry,
Look at
bro.
this.
Hey, technical master, hey? That's what they should be teaching in the boxing gyms.
Was that must have been like round 1 or round 2 because he looks fresh.
I saw someone post this thing
Logan
and they were
Paul
like,
fully unloads on Mayweather and fails to land a single punch.
I feel like there's one of those Pornhub memes coming up with that.
Oh, guaranteed.
Can
Can you find out what the fight metric stats were for the fight?
Bro, there was a. Did you see the tail of the tape? And at the bottom of the tail of the tape, it has Instagram followers. Like that was a legitimate thing. I was like, whoa, okay. Go just check the images. I'll see it straight away. It was like the proper tail of the tape, dude.
That is Khabib.
Showtime tail of the tape.
Yeah,
Where?
I don't know.
It would be the tail of the tape with Showtime branding.
Probably,
and stuff on it.
yeah. You probably have to find it on like Instagram or something. Bro, it was so embarrassing. Like 50-0 Instagram followers, 23 million.
But he was
Cool.
49-0. Then did they make that tension fight the real boxing fight?
No, that was McGregor. You went 50-0.
Oh yeah.
50 and 0.
One thing what I was thinking about this morning about all of this, like, and I'm actually, you could probably call me a hater when it comes to this shit, but how many boxers have actually gone this way? Muhammad Ali fought wrestlers, like professional wrestlers at the end of his career.
Remember that.
George Foreman came back and fought weird dudes. Evander Holyfield did it. They all do it. It just becomes like a money thing. But those
Even Roy
guys,
Jones Jr. Like they go and they do these like freak show fights in Russia and Asia.
Roy Jones Jr. is like, he's a Russian citizen, dude.
Yeah,
He's got like dual citizenship. Russia loves him.
bro. If you want to get someone in your back pocket,
Yes,
get Russia
dude.
in your
I'm
back
with
pocket.
Putin, my man.
Yes, bro.
I'm like, hey, bro. Okay, let me just call my man. Anyway, enough of that crazy talk.
The fight metrics, Rourke.
I'm trying to.
This looks so lost, bro.
It's like Democrat.
You look, type it in.
Go to all. You're on images, boy.
You asked me to go to him.
You're for
Not
the
for
tail of the
tape.
tape,
We want
dude.
the fight metric.
Yeah, I typed it in. Look.
It's all coming up with. There we go. Where was the first one? You just scroll past the first one.
Did you see?
Check out the CompuBox stats. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Did you see Dylan Dennis was the first to arrive on scene? I'm like, God.
And then called Mayweather a has-been and
Yeah. Like, he says, bro, that actually, he's the worst out of all of them, bro.
he is.
He's
If
not
there's
even a
one
fa-
person I would love to see get KO'd, it's
He's trying to jump on that Hasbullah versus
You good, boy?
that other dude fight. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, his manager, Hasbullah's
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah.
Dude,
He wants to fight Hasbullah. Have you seen how
he's
small?
his manager, but the oak with no neck, bro. Moriev, I think his name is, or something like that. Bro, what is going on here?
Takayev.
Yeah, something like that.
Takayev.
Listen, dude, there's no money in the world that'll get me in a confined space with that Russian.
Chana, everyone loves Hasbullah, but don't you love that like the
His
other
enemy.
dude, his enemy, the rapper?
Yeah.
Dude, when Hasbullah tries to throw the kick, he's like, "What? Why? You like really wants to beat the fuck out of this guy?"
My best meme out of
Now we didn't see the metrics, Raw.
my
Just calm down
best
and move back.
meme out of all of that is everywhere I go, I see his face. It's like Spider-Man looking up at us, bullet, dude. Oh, I can't get enough of it.
Total punches landed. 3, 3, 9, 8, 10, 5. I mean, even Mayweather almost landed nothing, dude.
3 out of 6. What are we looking at here?
Those are punches landed versus punches thrown.
3 punches in the first round. He
Six
didn't
pu-
throw a
six-
single one in the second round.
Mayweather 6 punches
Oh,
thrown,
power
3
punches.
landed.
Power punches. Jabs thrown. He didn't throw a single jab in the first. 3 in the second.
Well, these
None
are
in the
total
third.
punches. Yeah,
Yeah.
top.
Dude, this is
3, 3,
embarrassing.
9, 8, 10, 5, 2, 3.
So how many? What's it? So that's 6 and 9 is 15 and 8 is 23, 33, 38
43
39.
punches landed.
in 8 rounds.
Yeah, 43 punches landed in 8 rounds. From Mayweather.
So I just want to,
20,
after reading
23,
that, I just want to,
26,
all you people,
28.
look at me now. All you people that woke up to watch this shit, you should be embarrassed. people are like, oh, the rule set makes it exciting. I'm like, really? We could have just gone straight there.
At least I know my math was good.
So if you woke up at 2 o'clock on Monday morning to watch a 45-year-old man fight a 26-year-old YouTuber, you would have seen a total of 71 punches thrown between two guys over 8 minutes. And nobody won.
Okay, but if you look at
There are,
stats,
let me,
Mayweather
Best
won.
waste
let
of
me
time
tell you,
ever.
there are way easier ways to destroy your Monday
Yeah,
to wake up for that cuck.
Now you
Drive
feel
into
like
a pillar, that's a way worse.
Yeah, driving to a pillar is way. You should have actually got up for the fight. It wouldn't have been as bad.
a luminous green pillar. So now half his bump is luminous green.
Did you watch your fights on the weekend?
I watched bits of it.
Hard card
Yeah.
to
You know, like sometimes you get excited for those cards because those cards where there's
action,
like, you know,
action attraction.
often there's like lots of submissions, lots of knockouts. But oh man,
Hit that!
Abdul Razik.
What a gangster! YouTube, please don't kick us off.
I'm gonna mute it.
Or you press pause, boy, so you can't skip the ad.
Oh, it's an ad.
Oh my word! Remember my first time on YouTube.
Now you can skip the ads.
Now you gotta hear
Is this
some
one?
Don't talk too much. I love these dudes. Guess for the full screen there, Rock.
Is this actually gonna happen?
Bro, they're not really gonna let these dudes fight.
They're already getting big heat from like the dwarfism community in Russia and
The what
Full
community?
screen us. The dwarfist community, the dwarfists. Guess for the full screen, Rock.
I love
he's
the
like just
shadow
ignoring
box.
you.
I know, dude. It's sorry, my sinuses are popping. Hashtag no corona. This is the dude that Dylan Dennis wants to fight, bro. This crazy ass Russian,
And Russian will crush him, bro.
bro. Listen,
He's got his traps are like connected to his earlobe, like
yeah. It's just no. It's just chest and chin. There's nothing in between. Do you guys know the story of these two dudes? Like they've obviously.
I know the one's an 18-year-old rapper and
But Hasbulla is quite
Uzbekistan.
older. I think he's like,
Hasbulla's also 18.
is he 18? I thought he was a bit older. Dude, good for them though. Like it's,
hey, bro, imagine you can make this happen, make a couple of million each, like set your life up for a while.
look, I don't think anybody's forcing them to do anything they don't want to. Like it's a good time, bro. It's all in the fun spirit, bro. I love it. I think it's cool.
Russia is flipping crazy.
Hey, bro.
So to think it exploded with a video of Hasbulla throwing that dude. They were like, he just hooks that dude like on his camera. Remember that video, the first one?
No.
And he hits that dude and he just starts bolting.
The first time I
Yeah,
saw
he does that dude.
yeah.
the first time I saw this was this face-off thing, and then
Where's it? Oh no, it's exploded since then, so I don't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go deep into the
because
archives
there's a million
now,
videos
dude.
now of him libertying guys, bro.
He's did you see him driving? He's even on that dude who does the cartoons. Yeah, yes, Rock. We're gonna go into
We're getting to the reads, yeah.
dude.
Okay. Can I close this? Close this thing.
Check you know,
So our girl Manon did the business this weekend.
dude.
Late replacement, and she
Bro,
savaged
she was
someone.
how go to Instagram, show the video. Like
Maybe
I understand she had an opponent change and respect to this chick for standing up and taking so much of it. But the size difference between these two was scary, dude. Scary.
Yeah, see that chick was catching a beating there, hey?
Dude, and she took a lot of shots. This chick is tough as nails, dude. Yeah, bro. What we wait to see for Manon is someone that's going to be able to take her down and put her on her back, but her jiu-jitsu is good, dude.
The Marina Moroz fight would have been awesome for her, because that is like a bit of a name in the organization. I mean, Marina's got a win against Joanne Calderwood, and Joanne's like top 3 in the division.
How fast do you think they push Manon now?
Very fast, dude.
I think she's going to get escalated, heavy.
Quick sticks. She's gonna get like a top 15 next, easy.
Yeah.
And then she'll keep just moving up.
Yeah.
top 15, top
maybe
10,
even
top
like
5.
maybe Joanne Calderwood's got a fight coming up.
Yeah.
That's
And I
a
don't
good
think
fight for
Calderwood's
her.
taking any risky fights again, bro.
That's a good fight for her.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Stylistically, it's a great fight for her.
Because Calderwood always does bad when like her opposition gets in her face and like really like puts a lot of pressure on her. Then she starts like fading quite quickly.
She a flyweight or a strawweight? Flyweight, eh?
Flyweight, yeah.
57.
Who's at 15 there?
Antonina
Antonina
Shevchenko.
Shevchenko.
Hey.
Dana. That one's for free, buddy. Listen, not a bad fight.
Yes, Joanne
Macy
dropped all the way
Barber.
down to 6, eh?
Oh, dude.
Didn't Joanne beat Caitlin Chukagian?
Yeah. No. Maybe.
Alright, Jessica I.
No, she beat Jessica I. She lost
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm
Maya.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one where she gave up her title shot.
That's
Yeah, dude. I think Manon. It's gonna be
Chukagian beats her.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how they deal with her.
Yeah.
Because between her, well, you're running out of contenders at the top there. Between her and Tatiana Suarez, maybe one or two others.
Tatiana's coming back at strawweight now, huh?
Is she? Oh, yeah.
She's dropping her weight category.
Dude, she's a beast.
Bro, I think the UFC's thrown all their money at getting her neck fixed, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally got a champion just at home injured. There's no one's even come close to giving her a run yet.
No. Because what do you got left there? Chukagian again.
You can't do
Yes, yeah.
Andrade again. You can't do Chukagian again.
I think
Lauren Murphy called out for the title.
I think she's fighting. Trying to see Lauren Murphy's next fight. I think it's Calderwood. I want to say she's got a fight coming up though.
the problem with that division is that there's such mixed results. Everyone under
Yeah.
Shevchenko.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
They're
I was
like
right.
two or
This
three-
weekend is Calderwood versus Murphy.
Yeah.
2 or 3
Big fight
two or
there.
3 wins and you're back in the title shot.
I reckon whoever wins here gets the title shot,
Yeah.
and that person is going to get murked in the title fight.
I think Calderwood will beat Murphy though.
I think Shevchenko's in her mind was to like reign supreme until her sister gets within the distance and then hang it up. But like her sister's also had a mixed bag, so it's interesting.
Well, I think her sister was doing well until she lost to what's our chick that used to fight in Japan? She's at Syndicate MMA.
yeah.
She's Dragon Ball Z fan.
Lipsky.
She's a Dragon Ball Z fan. Is she on there?
We were
Which
just
one?
there. Go down to Antonina Shevchenko, number 15 there, boy. Oh my gosh, we were right there.
Lipsky.
Yeah, she lost. No, she beat Lipsky. She beat the
Go
brakes off of
down.
her.
Go down.
Chukagian.
The chick with the glasses.
She lost. Yeah.
Modafferi, Roxanne Modafferi. She lost to Modafferi, and that was like kind of
And
like
to Chukagian.
at least with Chukagian was a title
Yeah,
contender.
fair
Modafferi has got like a mix. I think she got more losses than wins on her career. Like
Um,
that's like a tough one to lose to, you know.
Yeah.
Modafferi fought really well in that fight, but I mean, yeah. So you have to imagine that the winner of the fights. Oh man, did you watch her against Danielle Kelly?
No.
In this grappling match. Oh, it was difficult to watch.
Yes. I did see that actually. That wasn't
Yeah,
great.
she just racked. She goes win loss.
It doesn't matter how much time she spends on her striking, she just can't get it right.
See my boy, old Biggie boy, back in the mix.
Who?
Also, Jorginho,
Oh yeah.
technical wizard on the feet.
Yes, that's bro. If that like touches you.
Good night. Yeah, but it was a weird card. Like a lot of decisions.
You have to imagine Walter Harris.
Yeah,
is
he's on
gone
his
now.
way out. Yeah.
It's kinda
Bro,
like a
did you
different
watch?
one.
Did you that fight? You were so close to winning that fight, but I feel like that's Walt Harris. He like comes out the gate. Either he doesn't trust his cardio, or that's just his fighting style. Whichever way you want to look at it, comes out the gate, offloads everything he has, and then it either works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's like twice or 3 times in a row now when it hasn't worked. So you've got to either go back to the drawing board or
Come on.
yeah, it's gonna be super interesting, dude. Super.
Anything else that stood out on this card? There was one undercard fight that was a really good fight on paper.
My boy Americani, Santiago Ponzinibbio getting a win. Looked good. That Roman Dolidze.
Go to the prelims.
There was that weird. I think the first fight of the night, the like heavy grappling fight. Keep on going down.
Tanner Bosa versus Latifi was on paper, which should have been good because that Tanner Bosa, isn't he the guy that came from ice hockey?
Yeah.
He was the enforcer in ice hockey.
He's struggling though, bro. He's had a bit of a skid. I saw him post his thing saying like, let him fight out his last fight. He wants to get his win back.
And then call it a day.
I don't know about call it a day.
Any of these guys?
Yeah.
So the fight I'm talking about is that first one, Rock, down Claudio Pulis versus Jordan Levitt, the monkey dude, whatever they call him. There were some insane grappling exchanges here, dude.
So this was
total strikes landed 170.
So a little bit more than Floyd Mayweather and
Logan Paul combined.
Yeah.
Didn't even make that.
Yeah. But yeah, now things are gonna get juicy. UFC 263. I just realized this morning it's a double header fight week. UFC and UFC.
You haven't heard anything about Marino versus Figueiredo. Like it's like completely on the back burner. That Israel Adesanya Vittori mouth off with Bisping.
Bro.
That was hilarious, bro.
You know what's so funny? Like I was watching it last night actually, and like obviously the dude that's running the broadcast, they just like it starts off with the three dudes, and then you just see they just like fade Bisping out. Just like fast forward a bit, Rook, until they get to the point where they're like flat out going at it. Just like
the website's just having a heart attack. Let me move it over to YouTube.
I think you've zoomed in too much, dude.
Yeah, just even this will work for us. Oh, here we go. London Real. I love this guy.
Oh, that's better than that. What's that guy that's like...
That dude's running for mayor or something now. The dude from
Is
London
it?
Real, yeah. He's running for something.
Have you ever heard Nick Ligurides thing about it?
Go. Yeah, check. They're just like, cool, Bisping. Just to let them handle it. Like, it's cool that they're getting heated up, but, I mean, not up there with the best smack talk you've ever seen in your life.
Well, the problem is it's all from... Israel's doing all the work here, right?
Yeah,
Vittori doesn't have, like, quick comeback.
Yeah, he's just, like, fired up. He's just like...
You need someone that's, like, quick with, like... It's, like, good quips and...
How sick is that engaged little necklace?
Engaged Industries, yeah. Bro, try and find... Did you see Darren Till's mashup of the 263 card?
Who?
It's got that Quasimodo.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
He's
dude.
fast becoming the best Instagram
by far.
profile.
Him
he
and-
definitely clips the old Derek Lewis.
It's so funny, dude. Vittori honestly believes he won that fight. I don't know if I can agree with him.
Dude.
This goes on for...
Yeah, dude.
You have to understand that narrative got him the fight, the rematch, right?
Yeah,
so he has to keep going at it.
Sure. Look, dude, to be honest with you, like, I think it's, I mean, obviously, when it's Adesanya, like, you automatically rule out that he's going to win. I think we did the same with Jan Blachowicz. What's this? What is this? I fixed the Israel Marvin Vittori interview.
It's one of those old Call of Duty lobby things where everyone has mics and you just basically just chirping everybody.
Okay. But let me tell you, bro, I think stylistically, and I think a refined Marvin Vittori who's worked on his style, and I mean, I don't just pull up Marvin Vittori's record. I don't think Marvin Vittori gets many finishes. His style is to grind that out, and his style is very like grappling heavy. I don't think Adesanya is gonna. I don't see Adesanya stopping him. That being said, I mean, it is possible.
I hope he sleeps him, bro.
But the dude's style is if he can affect his game plan, becomes very problematic for Izzy. Is what I'm trying to say.
The problem is it is a bit one-dimensional. It's just wrestling based. At least Blachowicz had like a lot of like aggressive like jiu-jitsu attacks with the wrestling. He was hit. I think Israel didn't understand the strength difference between light heavyweights and middleweights.
Especially the Polish power.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
What I would like to
the
see.
Polish are infamous for having crazy power.
When was his last stoppage, bro? Some time, eh?
Decision. Rear naked choke against Cole Roberson.
Okay, yeah.
But once again, you know, like Cole Roberson's good, but you're not talking about
Yeah, not a world class.
a world beater.
Yeah.
Andrew Sanchez, decision.
What I would like to see.
Muchanche, Cesar Ferreira, decision.
What I would like to see is how, if Vittori can get Adesanya on his back, how he deals with that in his own weight division. That's
Yeah.
what we want to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in the first fight, in the third round, you know, he gets Izzy down twice, and Izzy doesn't really have much to offer. He goes flat in the one. I think they get stood up actually though, because that's Vittori. Like he doesn't advance. He just kind of holds that position, and that's what Adesanya was saying. He's like, yeah, cool. Like he did get the takedown. He made a mistake, but he didn't do anything. He didn't get any damage. There was nothing came out of it. So it's like an ineffective takedown, really, like which is not going to stress you out too much, you know.
But Izzy did touch on something quite serious in that, like the Israel Adesanya that was fighting Marvin Vettori versus the Israel Adesanya that beat Rob Whittaker and beat
Paulo Costa,
Bohoshina.
yeah.
Like he's like two different MMA fights.
Yeah, yeah.
And
right.
Whittaker's a strong wrestler as well. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, he just didn't get a
Yeah.
chance to get it off though.
So you have to imagine that the improvements that he's made since that fight is quite drastic, as opposed to Vettori, who's a little bit more of the same, you know?
Kind of just like refining his style.
Yeah,
really. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Speaking of old Boccacino, see he's out again. It's quite funny because he's just like, well, I never signed and I'm not getting paid enough, so I'm not fighting.
But you're also not a superstar, so like I don't know, like some of these guys are like they act like they're Anderson Silva or John Jones.
I honestly think that Scott Coker hit him with a WhatsApp.
Oh, 100%.
BC, my boy.
Dude, Bohoshina will never be a champion in the UFC, right? His game isn't dynamic enough. Go to Bellator, make the money.
I would suspect that that's the kind of game he's playing. You know what I mean? I reckon he's had a little chat with Scott Coker, him and what's the dude's name? His manager, the dude from Jungle Fight,
Walid Ishmael.
And I reckon they've seen the dollars over there with that light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Things are popping. He's like, well,
dude, Walid Ishmael is also like not one of the most loved characters.
Exactly.
I mean, he's definitely played the heel his whole life through jiu-jitsu, MMA.
And also, like, let's be honest, he's like, well, you know, USADA's not over there. Money's good.
My boy is bodied up, bro.
Money's good. There's no USADA. Let's get on out of here. And he would be huge in Bellator, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Huge in Bellator.
I wouldn't be surprised if he jumped into that light heavyweight pool. Because obviously Bellator's investing in making this light heavyweight pool.
Yeah.
The best light heavyweight division in the world. But it's all just ex-UFC fighters.
Yeah. You see, when guys like this start talking about what the UFC must do for them, you know there's something going on, dude. Because even the last time he had COVID, but he was still training, and you're like, do you have COVID? You know, like, what's going on here?
Oh,
so there's
did
obviously
you guys
something going on
watch
there, dude.
The PGA clip this weekend.
No.
That dude, he's Spanish. I can't remember his.
The two golfers.
Well, the one he was 6 strokes ahead in the in the tournament. You check the official walk up to him. Like they're having like a very private conversation, he's whispering, and you can just check he starts shaking. He said they escort him off the course. The official had just told him he's popped for COVID. He has to vacate the golf course.
John Ram withdraws from war. It's on positive corona.
But they've got it on camera that they come and
What?
tell him. He's just hit the ball. He's busy walking to the end of the hole, and they're like, sorry, you got COVID. And he was 6 strokes ahead, right? So he withdraws, he earns no money for the tournament, and the win would have made him the #1 golfer in the world.
So he didn't actually have COVID. Somebody just screwed him. Did you see?
Imagine.
Did you see Colin Nathan also popped in? He's in Russia, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, because he went with Rano Liebenberg. He couldn't be in his corner or anything. So he's in like a 10-day isolation in the hospital. And then Rano lost and hung up the gloves. So I actually messaged him last night. I'm like, what's happening? So he sends me the newspaper article. I'm like, yes, you know you've made it when the newspaper's writing an article about you having COVID. So I'm like, he's like, no, he tested positive. And he immediately asked for a second test, came back negative. And then did a third, he came back positive again. So I was like, So are you sick, or is Russia just being Russia? So he laughs. He's like, no, he is sick. Like, look, you couldn't put it past him. They can do shit like that.
Oh, bro, definitely. I mean, the state-funded doping.
Yeah, now
programs.
he's stuck in Russia for the foreseeable future, in a hospital in Russia.
That can't be that.
I think, look,
That can't be great.
yeah,
This
but I
guy's
think
gonna
he's
be-
like, he's pretty well known out there and stuff. So
He's probably getting looked after, but imagine being in quarantine in Russia in a hospital. Your family is nowhere near you.
yeah, I reckon the
The
team
guy
is
you
pretty
came
cool.
with fucked off back to South Africa, right? Ron was notified immediately after the round. Asymptomatic will be in isolation.
2 days before the start of the US Open.
Nah, somebody's messing with the circuit.
Did you hear
He
about
was
those
literally
two
6
golf
strokes ahead. I mean, that's a massive lead in golf, right? 6
Yeah.
strokes ahead, and you get called off the course on on global TV, right? You win no prize money. You've just lost your opportunity to now finally be the number 1 golfer in the world.
Eish.
And being the number 1 golfer in the world gets you some
Well, there's always
good
next year.
cash money.
Yeah, dude. Look, I mean, he's a multi-millionaire already, but he would just be
Yeah.
more multi.
My boy's just going to be, there's that thing in...
yeah. He's gonna hit the dollar bills over his face. $100. Like, oh.
So my brother sponsors one of these PGA guys, and I just said to him, like, how much does this guy earn? So he's like, no, the guy he sponsors from South Africa, it's just entered the PGA, right? He earns like 2 million US a year. He's like,
I know.
like with all due respect to him, he's like a nobody in the
Yeah,
PGA.
yeah, yeah.
He's earning 2 million US a year.
So boy, we're trading that sword in for a golf club when we get out of
Oh
here.
yeah. No more ninja classes for you, my man.
But again, like golf is also like, it's like the 1%er, like dudes that really make it, dude. Yeah, enough of Borussia, bro. This like bores me.
I-
Like
look at
this
this
is
weekend's
funny
card.
though.
Let's look at this weekend's card.
He's drinking. What does he say? Drinking strange juices. I'm like, Paulo, you do know you're admitting to being on the juice right
Oh,
now,
bro. I mean, he's literally got a comparison photo where he's as big as Logan Paul.
Ah, dude.
yeah.
What a strange guy.
Let me pull this up on Tapology. It's a bit better.
What would be cool is if you went to the UFC website. That would
Huh?
be pretty
The
cool.
UFC website's
No,
glitchy
you
as
do,
hell.
you do you, boy. You do you.
No, I'm going there now.
You do
Just wait. now you'll see.
So this is what you do. Now scroll down. I remember my first time on this website as well.
Okay.
You went right
right
past
there.
it. There, Adesanya versus Vettori.
Look how
Click it.
horrible this is to look at, though. There's no information here.
Scroll down.
You can only see 3 fights at a time.
Well, we want to talk about them individually, boy, so it suits us just fine. So, I mean, obviously, you think that you're going to see much of the same. You think Izzy's going to stop him?
Yeah, I
Side five.
think TK is right. Adesanya.
But I think later in the rounds, like 4.
The next fight's more interesting though.
Figueiredo versus Moreno. I have a theory here. I think Figueiredo is going to blast through Moreno.
I agree completely.
And I'll tell you why. So, there's two kind of fighters that like, there's guys that'll mention like something went wrong before a fight, like preload excuse, and there's guys that probably won't even say anything, or they'll tell you 10 months down the line, my leg was broken actually during that fight, but I managed to eke the win. Figueiredo so that was the quickest turnaround in title history in the UFC. It was like 21 days.
Yeah.
I mean, they both had, all due respect, I think Moreno probably had a slightly harder fight 21 days prior. They both obviously had to, get a bit of rest, get back into some sort of a camp and start weight cutting process again. Figueiredo was hospitalized. It doesn't matter how or what went wrong, to the point that if you've been hospitalized, you and your team have made that cognitive decision to say, listen, I'm a little bit stressed about what's happening here.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get medical advice. Whatever was going on, he had to be hospitalized. I don't think you can say he was just being pedantic, because we don't actually know. We still don't know why he was there. Like, they haven't really said it. And he never said anything. I think Dana actually came out and said it. After, he's like, look, this fight almost didn't happen. This dude was in hospital a few hours ago.
Yeah.
So I think, and when you saw the way he came out so hard, like in my head, once I heard that, I was like, oh, he was worried about going the distance here. That's why he came out so hard. Because he comes out quite hard, but that was extra. Like, he was just putting power behind every punch, and he was like really laying into it, and he wanted to get, you could see he wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
Which made me think, I was like, okay, he was obviously stressed, the weight cut, everything didn't go according to plan. Now you're going to get a fully rejuvenated Figueiredo. it was a very competitive fight, don't get me wrong, but I have a suspicion that we didn't see Figueiredo at 100%, not even 70%.
Right.
And I think a fully rejuvenated version is going to just blast right through.
He
Moreno.
fought on the
completely agree with
21st of November and on the 12th of December.
Yeah. But I completely agree. But also, Marino did the same thing, right?
Yeah,
They were
they
on
both
the same
did it.
cards.
They both
Yeah,
did
they
it,
did
yeah,
the
yeah.
same turnaround.
Yeah. Exact
But,
same turnaround.
I agree with you. I think you see Figueiredo come out here and gets the stoppage within the first 2 rounds.
I think he's going to blast right through him.
Yeah.
Look, Moreno's super tough, dude. Super tough kid. But I don't know, man. I honestly believe that we didn't see the best version of, or the 100% fit version of Figueiredo.
What was the third score, though? So it was majority draw. Who won that? Who actually won one of the judges over? Figueiredo.
That's a good question.
Just check on Tapology. They'll give you the scores. You should have gone straight to Tapology the first time. That's what we kept telling you, Rourke.
I told you to go to
I'm gonna
Tapology,
cut you.
right?
I'm gonna actually.
Dude, and what's crazy to me is that looking back now at Cody Garbrandt, and he was supposed to fight this Brazilian beast.
I like Tapology.
Let me show you the scores in the fighter's profile.
Betting odds.
Go back to his profile. And then expand the fight.
No.
Huh.
Interesting. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I think it's, I just see Figueiredo blasting right through.
I think Figueiredo smashed this dude
So
this
that's
time,
it.
right?
Bet your house on Figueiredo inside 2. Then your favorite fight of all time?
Edwards destroys Diaz.
Nate the Great Diaz.
I think Edwards has to get something after beating this guy, though.
What makes me
He
laugh
gets a title shot for beating this guy.
is like Nate Diaz is so big and his game is so one-dimensional that they have to give him 5 rounds. Imagine being Leon Edwards, bro. You've been sidelined for so long. They refuse to give you a title shot. Then they eventually give you Nate Diaz, who's completely irrelevant in the weight division.
Yeah.
And they make it 5 rounds to suit him. Like, what do you say to that? Hey? Like,
man.
okay, cool, UFC. I guess I'll do that then. I'll just fight him.
I still don't get the
Hype.
No, I understand. Nate Diaz is a great fighter. The thing that irritates me with the Diaz brothers is I think they're the greatest.
Look at, bro.
2019.
Look at those cancel bouts. Is that?
Tyron Woodley cancel, comes out, cancel, comes out, cancel, comes out, cancel.
I didn't realize that
In
they
the no
canceled it 3
contest with
times.
Bilal. But he was, in
Yeah,
fairness though, he beat the fuck out of Bilal.
Yeah, Bilal was
before that.
crying from relief. I think.
Yeah.
He's like, my eyes are so, but thank God this is over.
I mean, that's not, it's kind of been out of Leon Edwards' hands. Like he's,
Bro, listen, that was a gap filler. They just gave him Bilal because it's like he needed to fight.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what happened there. Like, cool. Doesn't really matter. Let's just move on. Bro, I've seen Oaks take a finger 2 knuckles deep in their eye and like carry on fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bilal had a little tickle and he was in tears. No, I'm lying. I'd probably be crying still now if that was me.
I reckon, I reckon Leon
20 and
decision.
12, bro. It's not by decision, you reckon?
Yeah, Leon by decision.
I don't know. Doctor stoppage, bro.
I reckon we can only hope for that, right?
Doctor stoppage, bro. Too much blood again. Gonna catch a left high kick on that same eyebrow. Oh, your
and
boy.
Then the greatest of all time, Damien Maya. He's definitely going to.
Someone I met this guy once.
You reckon he beats Bilal?
Oh, definitely.
I think he's too old, dude.
How's this guy?
No, I'm lying. I can see a backpack rear naked choke.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to get on his back. bro.
Backpack rear naked choke, dude. Standing.
The
rear
best
naked.
Damien Maya was the Damien Maya that fought Carlos Condit, where he won without even throwing a punch.
So I feel like we've never had this conversation before.
Flying rear naked choke. That's my prediction.
What about when Damian Maya had Kamaru Usman's back?
What about when Damien Mara got to meet Warren King?
The saddest moment was when Damien Maya fought Nate Marquardt and he overhanded him and made him flip in the air like that. Have you ever seen that before? He like dips overhand, doop, and then was it Marquardt or Sonnen? And then Maya's like, whoot.
Did a backflip.
Oh,
Okay, so definitely Damien Maya.
bet the house.
This Paul Craig Jamal Hill is
Got
a
two
difficult
first
one.
names. What?
I think Paul Craig wins this. Jamal Hill's like he's one of those like wildcats. You know what I
But
mean? I think Paul Craig
Paul
obviously
Craig
just get it to the
Was
ground.
about
and
2
submit
seconds from being cut,
it. Yeah,
and then
he got that last
You got
second
that
triangle, bro.
one with 1 second to go, he gets a tap on the triangle, and that just rejuvenates his entire career, right? He just comes back and just starts. I mean, the Shogun draw, the Shogun win.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
Minifield's a tough one to come up against.
he just went.
Jeez, Tyson Pedro, dude. When is Zedek ever coming back?
He blew his knee out in that last
Yeah,
fight, remember?
badly, yeah.
Badly. He's been in rehab for like almost a year
Beat
now.
Magomed, lost to Jimmy Cruz.
Dude,
To beat Ankalaev, bro.
is huge, dude. In
That was the last second
Yeah, that was in
triangle.
the last second, bro. Yeah, it was
You
beating.
were literally on the verge of getting cut.
4
from the
minutes and
UFC.
59 seconds of round 3.
Dude,
Then you lost to Jimmy Cruz.
Jimmy Crute.
And
But Cruz also phenomenal, dude. Like
Well, we just watched him. Whose face?
win
did
a
he-
round.
Yeah.
He won a round with one leg, bro. He
Smith.
successfully took someone down with one
Twice,
leg.
my man. Two double legs with one leg.
With one leg, bro. Do you know
What
how
a
embarrassing that
gangster.
must be afterwards? You're like how good your wrestling defense? Obviously not that good because Oak with the one leg took me down.
Dude, let's flick through the prelims there quickly. We can jump on over to the UFC. It is actually happening this week. This is a cracker, bro. Drew Dober, Brad Riddell.
that's a
cracking
good
fight.
bro.
Eric Anders, Darren Stewart after the no contest. Great fight. I think Eric's going to just blast through him this time because he was literally doing that.
The problem with Eric Anders though, he's so hot and cold,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like sometimes he's a world beater and sometimes he's just you wonder how he got to the UFC.
And he's not great at light heavyweight, if we're honest. Lauren Murphy, Joanne Calderwood. So funny, like such a high stakes fight so far down there.
Yeah.
This Evlov is scary. He looks like he kills people for a living. Against Mean Hakeem. That's actually a great fight, dude.
That would do.
Was he born in Nigeria or born
Mean
in America?
Hakeem. I think he's Canadian, bro.
Oh.
Give
Yeah.
us-
Oh, he's got Canada on there, so
Yeah.
he must be born there.
Yes, I'm like 2-2 here today, bro. Actually, know what's happening for once.
Is his lower part of his body a different color to his upper part of his body?
Yeah, dude, airbrush, my man.
They definitely photoshopped that terribly. Unless he's literally got a different pigmentation.
But they generally don't Photoshop these.
I reckon Movsar Evlov is not on the Psalms at all.
Oh, no ways, bro.
Look how those
That oak's not bodied up.
look at the bottom quarter of those pecs start to peek out a little bit, bro. Okay? They're just like, "Kong. Hello, this is
Oh,
me,
man.
Movlar."
Okay, so now we need early prelims.
Early
please, Rob.
prelims. Good prelims, dude.
Penny Kianza.
Okay, and now
Kianza,
we
it's
at the
good.
place where nobody knows. Frank
No.
Camacho, Matt Favola.
No, that's a good fight. And the Penny versus Alexis Davis.
Oh.
Alexis Davis almost fought Ronda, bro. Or she did fight Ronda. She was
think
the
she
number
did
one.
fight- I think she
was
did
the
fight
number one
Ronda,
contender.
yeah.
Yeah. She still had the Kai Terra dude in her corner.
Yeah. Hey, bro,
Um,
you went right past Ben Askren's son there, dude. You just kicked on out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got mollywopped, but I mean, she made a title shot, bro. Like,
Yeah,
There we
check.
go.
She went.
scroll down. Did she
Shayna
beat
Baszler.
Amanda Nunes?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
You're looking at the
Strike
linear
Force, bro.
goat of MMA.
Strike Force MMA linear goat.
Yeah, dude, this chick won a
She
lot.
got
She was
some-
she's a good grappler.
She got some names on her list, eh? Liz Camus,
Scroll up to the
Jessica
top.
Alba,
Jessica
Ronda
R.
Rousey.
Sarah
Yeah, you see,
Kaufman.
then she had that
It's
run.
Carmouche again.
Beat Lady Damien Meyer. Lost to Damien. Lady
I mean,
Damien.
number one contender. Number
It's
one
strange that
contender.
Jennifer Meyer looks like Damian Meyer a little bit. Like they could be related.
Jennifer Meyer's got like a fat person's face and then like a
Yeah,
slim
strange.
body,
Yeah.
right?
Like when you see her, you're like, oh, she's never gonna make weight, and you're like, oh wait, hang on a second.
And then you got Frank Camacho. Frank Camacho is from Guam, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the jiu-jitsu guy.
correct. Oh, he's from United States.
Guam is part of the United States.
Is it really?
So if you're from Hawaii, they say you're from the
Yeah,
United
yeah,
States.
yeah.
Okay.
Chase Hooper.
My boy Chase Hooper. Yes, dude. I hope somebody's helped this dude with his stand-up. Because it's getting horrible to watch, bro. Like the Soaks spend so much time with his head getting snapped back. Like,
Isn't this JP's training partner, Steven Peterson?
very possible.
It is.
That is a powerful tattoo.
Yes, that is
Dude.
dedicating yourself to that Superman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
persona,
I don't
right?
think you can be. You can't have the nickname Superman if you like.
What is his
under
What
a
is his
middleweight.
nickname? His nickname isn't even Superman, bro. The S is for Steven.
Ocho.
Hey,
It's Ocho.
Ocho. Surely you should
The
have
S
an
is for
O there,
Steven.
maybe though. Yeah, S is for Steven. Super Steve, bro. Super Speedy Steve,
I know, but everybody sees that and goes, Superman.
dude. That
If you
is
look like Chad Hanekom, you can have a nickname like Superman.
good lordy. That is.
Bro, if you have a Marvel character's physique, you can have a or a DC Universe physique, then you can
Yeah.
have a superhero name.
So I'm
My
out.
boy looks like he rolled out of a. My boy looks like he
You can
rolled out
maybe
of.
get away with Juggernaut.
My guy looks like he rolled out of a Fight Stars prelim fight into the UFC over here.
It looks like an old Tapa t-shirt, boy.
Jesus, bro, that's such a bad tattoo.
But he's
We
committed
need to do
though, bro.
bad tattoo rankings. Donald Cerrone's right up there,
Oh, bro.
He's got a couple of tramp stamps on his
Hectic
body
ones.
as well, bro.
Even is it Ferguson and Holloway have similar ones,
Dude.
like demon wings and then the angel wings, right?
At least
Holloway's ones look alright.
At least the wings were done well. Like when you
Listen,
when you
also, if you're winning, it's fine. We can look right past that. We can look right past that.
What about Garbrandt's little gun that he's got?
Oh, bro.
that's gangster,
From
bro.
Tri-Cities.
That-
You know who's up there is fucking Anthony Smith, dude. There's a lot of trouble going
Yeah,
on.
there's a
trouble
lot of
everywhere.
bad tattoos on that body, bro.
Have you also noticed, like, how many, I thought about this the other day, how many champions of the UFC have you seen covered in tattoos?
Oh,
That is pretty true. Besides Cody when he was the champion.
check out this chest piece.
But I mean, like, on a ratio of percentage. Okay. Pose.
There's also like zero that left arm ish.
Yeah.
He's like, I want like this style of tattoo on this side. Give me some Asian writing. Okay, now
So don't get me wrong, right? Like tribal tattoos had their place, like when they were popular, right? But like surely, like if you've committed yourself to a completely new style on your body, like
Just
you
fill it in.
go fix up
Fill it in,
the
yeah.
other side of your body,
Fill it in.
right? You literally look like two different people. Like what's happening on the right is completely opposite to what's happening on the left.
I love these things, dude.
Oh,
Bro, go to Kevin
Lee's
Lee.
new tattoo is horrific, bro.
is that really his new tattoo?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yes.
that's legit, my man.
Bro, he tattooed his whole head. To go from like belly tattoo to tattooing your skull,
Aish, that is
like,
dedication.
why would you do that?
Dude, that is hectic.
You know what the
I don't even know what that is.
There's one consolation with this one is you can just kind of grow your hair.
Yeah. Or
A skull tattoo, you can just grow your hair and then you're fine.
Dude, that oak's definitely lost the plot somewhere along the line, bro.
yeah, he's
The Kevin
Shane,
Lee on the
dude.
left there that was beating everybody.
He's living on top of the world.
But
He
Shane,
was-
remember, have you heard his story? He had that coach who was like a mentor and like a father to him who passed away. And from then, he was just never the same, dude. It all just went.
And then he was like,
Oh,
sweet.
but that was the Las Vegas guy. That was
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, dude. But he like it
you
just
see him and Drysdale used to hate each other, bro.
it just went.
Rob,
Oh my! Look at that. Click
I
on
remember that guy,
Rook.
dude. And he used to put the teeth in.
Oh my word! Oh yeah, Darren Elkins as well, dude. On the left there.
oh, the damage.
The damage.
damage is terrible.
This
That is
that tattoo actually freaks me out a little bit, to be honest. Brock with the sword, powerful Brock Lesnar. Click on the damage there.
I mean, like the sword is
Oh, dude,
The
I don't
idea
know
of
why
having-
it makes me uncomfortable.
the placement of that sword and everything is terrible for Brock. But at least whoever did it like was decent at tattooing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some of these oaks literally went to like I mean, geez, like
They're ranking
Yeah.
Alexander
Alexander-
Emelianenko
listen,
with some
listen.
of the worst
Whoa,
tattoos.
whoa,
Do
whoa.
you know who you're calling out?
Alexander Emelianenko
His
had
tattoos
that
are
done
beautiful.
in prison, bro.
yeah.
Those are
as well.
Those
Probably
are
with a
great
big pen.
tattoos.
Yeah, I love.
I rank him in
Alexander.
the top.
This is
10
probably where he
best.
got Hep B from, if we're honest.
Oh, he's done now. Hey?
Yeah,
With the
yeah,
hip.
he's done.
McGregor's, at least they're similar.
It doesn't really make sense, though, does it?
No.
Okay, Rourke, please, let's get out of here. This is powerful. My word.
Oh, that one's the worst one. Adam Belcher, bro. Remember that? You got the Johnny Cash.
Yeah, like,
It's-
for sure get a refund, dude. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
tap
yes.
out.
Shad Smith.
Shad Smith, you fucked up.
That's
Shark
commitment, dude.
Tank on his skull. What?
Oh,
that, is that
man.
even-
He definitely epitomizes the early 2000s in MMA.
Oh, and on his stomach.
Tap out
Oh,
with an American
my
flag.
They don't even have that in. I'm not
King
gonna
of
say-
the cage on your skull. Not even a good flipping MMA promotion.
Dude, the damage.
That is
I
beautiful.
imagine making this
Okay,
list.
please
Dude.
go to the EFC con. I don't want to do this anymore. That could be a whole show in itself, though. We could literally sit here and look at those all day.
Guaranteed.
And we could cross over to the EFC athletes.
Okay, EFC card. I'll leave this one up to you.
I gotta be honest, bro.
Actually,
I'm just gonna talk about it like this. If I'm honest, if that's okay. What is very strange to me is that what is very strange to me is that I have to keep reminding myself that this card is happening this weekend. It's been, I don't know if it's just me, but it's been so quiet. It's been nothing, dude.
I've seen nothing.
No build up, no countdown show, no trailer, nothing, dude. Nothing.
Yeah, dude.
It's very strange to me. I mean, like, since the Russia didn't get a fight, we're just like, well, screw this card.
And there are some crackers on this
Dude,
card.
this is a good card, bro. This isn't like a shitty card. Like,
Listen,
For the first time, the main card, like, you know, often you get a couple fights in the main card and you're like, wow, how did that make it on here?
Cabeza versus Exxon is a great fight. I think this is going to be, and what I'm worried about here for Cabeza is, I don't know what sort of fighting shape this dude is in. I don't know what sort of training he's been doing. I don't know who he's been training with.
I think I saw a photo of him training with Walter and Scott. So he must be training. I mean,
hope so, bro.
I mean,
But-
that's not
but
like it's
the
not a
other
bad
question
group of
is,
guys to
bro,
be training with.
The other question is, when did that start?
I got no idea, bro.
Because he's been so inactive for so long. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when did that start? That's where I'm concerned. It's
idea.
like the busyness of schedule, and I don't know, man.
He's got like, what is his business? He's got his own business, right? Like
Solar company or something.
solo.
I don't know if it's his, but
Yeah.
it's that esteemed manager of his. Tough fight, bro.
Very
Big
tough
one.
fight,
I think we're gonna see one hell of a fight there. As if both guys are fit and have been training and ready to go, I think we're gonna see a great fight there. We might get a bit of heat for this one, but it seems like, I mean, we might have even heard news by the time this airs, but probably not. But it seems like Anisette is out.
Yeah. You know, he's definitely out.
That's the word
It's
on
not
the
even a
street,
rumor. It is the reality.
and we don't know why.
Is there
I've
any
heard
lightweights
medical-
on the card that can step up for
I've
that?
heard medical reasons. Yeah, Robson Bow, bro, or Elaine can fight his brother.
You don't want that.
Just kidding, guys. August is ready to go.
Hey,
bro.
August isn't
fought
gonna
at
make
lightweight.
weight, right?
He fought
So-
me at lightweight,
That's
right?
at lightweight.
he didn't make lightweight.
Kayambala and Richards are. It's at
Yeah,
lightweight.
so why can't they can do like a what they did with Dillashaw and Soto? Can't they just axe a fight that's
It's an
less
interim
important?
title fight, so let them still fight
Yeah.
for an interim title. Like, who cares?
Who?
Anyone
Ilunga
and
versus
Ilunga.
anyone.
Yeah, put
Ilunga versus choose any lightweight.
I'll tell you what,
Do you know
Let-
who would
let-
be cool to step up? Is Cole
Cole.
Henning.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Cole, look at me now. Do it.
Dude, yeah, step in.
now's the time.
I mean, it's only Elaine Ilunga.
There's full medical aid to cover you.
I don't see anybody stepping up to take that fight. There's a reason Elaine is so inactive.
Joe Cummins?
So we don't know. Yeah.
Dude, you should have seen some of these faces. So on Saturdays when we do competition training, like it's got to the point where I like choose the groups and I put them together.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just check.
Otherwise, you just check like Oaks like culminate to the side and then
Oaks like me drifting
and they're
off
trying
to
like
the
and they're trying to
lightweights.
like get around the pillar so that you can't see them training, right? So I'm like putting all the groups together. I'm like, I send a couple of these Oaks. I'm like, you with Elaine today? You just check them. I'm like, why? It's like, what do you mean why? Like, you guys are the same size. He's like, but it's Elaine. I was like, I know, bro. And you're gonna grapple him. You're not even striking with him. It's
Yeah.
gonna be hectic.
To be honest, I quite enjoy my rounds with Elaine, dude.
He's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
He's like sneaky good at jiu-jitsu, bro.
Dude, and like, you know what's funny with that? And he's like, because he's one of the, like, I mean, I've obviously rolled with a few guys getting ready for a fight, and some of them just forget that I do have to go to work and I've got things to do. Like, you can't just punch me in the face. Like, I'm here trying to help you. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, Luke Michael. Sorry, that's the part. sorry. But like Elaine is like, he
He does
doesn't.
get blocked again, bro.
That's fine, bro. It is what it is. But like Elaine will throw something, then he'll like imitate an elbow, like, yeah, I'm definitely dead here. Or I just died right here. I metaphorically just died right
Dude,
here.
Elaine is sneaky good at jiu-jitsu,
He's good,
bro.
dude. And his leg lock game is not bad, eh?
Bro.
He slips things in there. I'm like, hey, bro.
Elaine's
And then he
sneaky
laughs
good at
at me. I'm like,
jiu-jitsu.
hey, my man, you're a striker. What are you doing? Go away.
Elaine's sneaky good at jiu-jitsu. Oaks don't get to see his jiu-jitsu, but he's like
Yeah,
he's
he's
actually
too worried
good.
about that left leg sending you to the
Bro,
shadow
Valhalla,
realms,
bro.
bro.
Yes.
Biko Vasuza, I'm excited to see Lutando.
Yeah.
He's obviously got a lot of confidence coming out of Japan. I reckon if not, worst case, they're going to move that up to the co-main.
It's sad that he's not going back to Japan at this stage, bro.
Chikasa, Ricky, there's a bit of heat there. Robson Bow, I think he's going to Valhalla via Rocky Ilunga, who's they at welterweight?
Bro, Rocky is bodied up at the moment, bro.
Dude, that's one guy I don't like rolling with, bro, because he's like, the last time I rolled with him, he had no clue what he was doing. It was just power and speed and aggression, and I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, please, how much more times left? And then, yeah, I don't know, prelims,
I think Kayambala gets that one done.
Yeah.
I think Longwa, Tico's, Kundari.
Yeah.
I don't know who
This is the
Kati
probably-
Kati guy is, but
Yeah, I think it's from the Swan and Pools gym. I don't know. He's a hybrid gym from Durban. The guys speak quite highly of him. Versus the Nguala Nguala Death Squad.
I
Sanchez,
really like-
my boy, Adrian
Roderick,
Sanchez.
yes.
I love you, dude, but this is not a great fight. I even bought your T-shirt. I'm a big fan. But
bro,
I don't know,
Roger
dude.
Kenner is looking bodied up, bro. I mean, you could throw him in that little mix with Bohoshinia and.
I know this is where you want me to
Logan
go
Paul.
find a picture of him, but his social media is. No, I won't be able to
Roderick.
find a current
Yeah,
one. So.
and then you got Shannon Fantonda and Four Faces.
I
Listen,
think
dude,
Shannon's a future top contender at featherweight. I think he gets this done.
Is this the?
he also looks like
This
he
is the
could
guy
do-
who
He also
I
looks
lost
like
to at
the guy who walks out with that
Mission
mask
Quest.
and the chains and stuff. Who's dude?
Four Faces is the guy who won Walkout of the Year over JP, and someone else had an epic walkout, and he won it over that guy. And everyone was like, "What? He just walked out with the
In
plastic
fairness,
thing
though,
on his
like
face."
those awards were peculiar.
True.
Even we won an award.
Yeah, I won an award based off likes.
Listen,
For a
Shannon
photographer.
Fantonda looks like
Exactly, that's my concern, right? It wasn't like done on like full merit.
yeah.
like,
That's what
yeah.
irritated me. They're like, get people to vote. I'm like, guys, that's completely
Yeah,
besides
yeah,
the
that's
point.
not how it should be done, right?
Because
Someone there, Gerard?
if you're looking from a critical point of view,
Could be my wife.
the photos like we should have
Yeah, I
gotten
think so.
all the photographers could have maybe picked one amongst each other.
But like the awards like that shouldn't be voted on because then it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it should be like done on Ernst. you know,
Because then
what
the
was
person
best.
with the most followers will always win.
Yeah.
Right? It should be done. Okay, this is the best photo. This outlet gets the most views, downloads,
Yeah,
whatever.
I completely agree.
It should all be done statistically, right?
Do you reckon Shannon Fantonda could do your taxes in his spare time? Like he looks like he could.
No, have you seen? He's tattooed, like.
Yeah, but he could do your taxes for sure.
No, I'm sure he
I don't know much about Kabea. I mean, I know a little bit about him, but I think Fantonda gets the sub win there.
Technically, he'll be way better. Physically, he's gonna sickle. Like it's gonna be
he's not a small featherweight, eh?
who?
Shannon. I mean, he's made bantamweight before,
Yeah,
but he's not. He's not small.
Still, dude. Amisi Kubaya
so
is
confused
gonna
by what
come
you
with
just
like
said.
yeah.
He's
No,
not small, but he's made bantamweight. He's not
Yeah, I'm
small.
like,
No, but he's like you.
That
Like
would
you
mean
made
that he's
bantamweight, and you're
small.
still a decent sized featherweight.
really?
Yeah.
Hey, when I get onto one of those Bohoshinia protocols, then I'll be a
Yeah, my man.
decent-sized featherweight.
When that TRT kicks in, boy, we're fetching the TRT today, my man. Things are gonna get
Like you
juicy.
didn't
right
look
here.
small against that welterweight.
Actually, gonna get thick
August.
here, my man.
I did look small. I watched
Only
the
because he
video.
was a welterweight.
I watched that video. I was like, "Jeez, like, who let this happen?"
Where's the safety?
But you know when like I remember weighing in, and then I won't mention the master official's name. I go to the master official's name, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah, is there
dude.
any rules about like weight?" He's like, "No,
Well-
we'll let this one happen." I was like, "You know, he didn't make lightweight, and I made featherweight." And he goes, "Yeah, no, it's fine. It's still within a reasonable."
I think I've heard the same fella say something very stupid and similar. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like, he weighed.
Rhymes with
Over-
schmiedis.
No.
Listen. There is some juicy rumors going around, and I think we're gonna find out this week. Your boy's gonna have to take some time out before he gets back on this mic and calm himself down. Woo. Anyway,
Oh no, I'm so excited.
yes, this dude.
I'm
It's,
so
if it's true and it's real, it's gonna be juicy. Sweet guys, big bumper weekend
We
coming up.
haven't even got onto. I came prepped
Yeah,
this
we
time.
gotta
I
go,
got
bro.
you. I pulled up the
Time's
list
up,
of
time's up.
subjects.
I gotta go.
I pulled them all.
See you later.
I got
Peace.
kids to collect.